everybody, it's Matt Catling here for your mini accelerator. Today is the success loop, how to get your mojo back. I always do the success loop kind of after a bit of a break. So we've kind of just had school holidays, or it's kind of still going for some of you. The success loop is really, how do we get that momentum back? Because when you kind of recharge, and I see this a lot with kind of detox programs where people go away, they slow down, they recharge the batteries, and then to get back to work, it's really, really challenging to get that momentum back. It's almost like, that steamroller where, it's really, really heavy, requires a lot of energy to get moving, but once it's moving, you kind of crush stuff. So this is how we can get you moving really, really quickly. Or it might be that you could be kind of stuck in a rut. Maybe some things are not working, you're getting triggered or bashing your head against the wall. This is a way to be able to get you to the next level. Okay, so let's jump into it right now. So if we look at kind of the process that starts to happen, is we lose momentum, we lose gas, we lose energy, we stop taking action, and procrastination sets in, apathy sets in, lethargy kind of sets in. And we need to kind of jump out of that. In our Excellence Now training, we do a process called chaining anchors. And that's to kind of take someone from procrastination or a stuck state and really move them into a motivated state. Now, to go from kind of a stuck state to a motivated state, it's very, very, very hard. We need intermediate steps along the way to be able to get that. Now, I can't do a chaining anchoring process with you right now. If you want that, come along to Excellence Now. We've got a virtual version, we've got the in-person version, and we can teach you that technique. It's kind of a bit of a favorite in that program. But without the technique, what we can start to do is change the thinking so that we start to kind of move to new logical levels of thinking. Now, if you look at the right-hand side, what we might need to do is have that hard realization. So look at how you're stacking things. You're saying to yourself, reverse the stack, work out who you do not want to be, who you want to be, and then we start to move into that momentum, new levels of energy, we start to take action, new levels of capabilities, resources, and we get clarity on that future. So this is what we call the success loop. Okay, we want to change the looping. We want to change the stacking and the thinking that's happening at an unconscious level. So let's jump into the process, and let me give you a bit of an example. So here's an example with a client that I did. His hard realization or insightful incident was that he wants to be really, really successful. He wants to, have a 7-8 figure business, but the challenge is, or he wants to be financially free, I should say, but the challenge is he's in a job that doesn't pay him enough. And so he's working really, really hard. He's done the numbers on this. No matter what he does with this income level, he's not going to get to that level, okay, that objective of financial freedom. So let's look at it. The stacking is, what are you saying to yourself inside? My parents were right. Being an entrepreneur is too much risk. Who I don't want to be. Let's look at it. I don't want to be a quitter. I don't want to give up on myself. Who do I want to be? Now notice we've now started to reverse a little bit. We started to change it. The unstoppable. Next one, who am I being? I'm being a job that doesn't pay me. Isn't that an interesting distinction? Who I'm being currently now, or my leadership right now, is causing this current situation, is this challenge. This is who I'm being. I'm being this job. I'm being this result. My projected painful future. So what are we going to do? We're going to kind of get pain on this one, right? Stuck in this job and living with regret. Let me tell you guys, regret is the hardest thing. When time's running out and then you start to look back and you see all of the opportunities that you could have taken, but you didn't take them because the wounds were too strong. And you look back and go, wow, if only I took advantage of that opportunity. If only I bought property. If only I bought, this stock. If only I'd asked that person out. If only I'd made this decision. If only I'd showed up. What's a compelling future? Compelling future, passive income, enjoying the growth, being in control of my time and money. What are my next level capabilities? mindset, selling, raising money, developing networks. This guy was in finance, right? How do I plan to take action? Get courageous, trust in my capabilities. Mindset, right? How do I get into action? Push on mindset, so more mindset work, get a coach, get selling, spending time with people that can help me grow. So look at where we've gone from. A job that doesn't pay me enough, being stuck in the past, my parents were right, okay? I quit, gave up on myself, to now we're in this situation, a different mindset, which is I'm now in a courageous state, trusting in my capabilities. Now I'm going to work on my mindset. I'm going to maintain this. I'm going to start to promote. I'm going to change my environment, and I'm going to get a support system that is going to help me grow to the next level. So this is what I want you to do now. So if you've got a notepad, I want you to do this process right now. So what's your hard realization right now? So if you're stuck, okay, things are not working, what's a hard realization? The current path is not going to work, okay? The current structure is not going to work. Are you in a structure of fixing? And a structure is fixing is that I need to fix this, I need to fix this, I need to fix this, I need to fix this. It never ends. It's like a merry-go-round. It goes forever. And then the challenge is that it takes your time. And time is the asset that we never get back. Money's the easy part. But that merry-go-round of fixing robs you of time. Okay, so we need to be in a structure of creating. A lot of the time people are not following through because they're in the wrong structure. They haven't got the right leadership and they're not in the wrong structure. Or for my business, it's the wrong model. No matter how hard you work, it's not going to work. So what is your hard realization? Now, how are you stacking this? What are you saying to yourself? I'm not good enough. This person was right. This person was right. Okay, what is the past internal representation that you're stuck on? Now, next one, who you don't want to be. So who don't you want to be? Look at that type of leadership. Who don't you want to be? Now we're going to reverse it. Who do you want to be? Or more specifically, who are you really? If we dropped all of the wounds, if we dropped all of the limiting beliefs, who are you really? Who are you kind of being right now? By the way, you're being that hard realization. You're being that job. Okay? You're being that person that is getting that result. For you to get that result, you must have a set of values, belief systems, decisions, stories playing that is conducive to that current result. So you are that result. Now project it out into the future. If you project this out, what's it going to look like, feel like, sound like? Now we're going to reverse it again. Now I want you to go to compelling future. What do you want? What do you actually want? What are you here for? We've got a certain amount of time. And I believe it's what you become, not what you get. It's the consciousness. The challenges are almost like coaches that are designed to push us, challenge us to get us moving. The challenge is sometimes we're staying stuck in a situation. We're not getting the signals because when you increase emotion, you decrease intelligence. So what are you here for? What's your compelling future? Next one, we're going to start to tap into your resources. What are your capabilities? What are your resources? What help is there? What guidance is already there? Like quantum possibilities, right? There are quantum possibilities right now to have what you want. There are also quantum possibilities to not have what you want. So what does that mean? There are enormous resources in front of you. What we've got to do is get you from being stuck in the past to coming back to here and now and starting to live it now. Next one, how do you plan to take action? What do you need to do? What do you need to put in place? Do you need to get some mentoring? Do you need to reach out to me and go, Matt, I need a breakout? Okay. Do you need to ask for more help? You've got a mastermind. Are you in a mastermind right now? Do you need to get in a mastermind? A mastermind is a group of people that are doing the same thing. They're heading in the same direction. Is your mastermind right now family, friends, or wounded environments that are not doing things that are compelling, that are not pushing the envelope, changing leadership? Now, how do you feel this? What do you need to do? What action do you need to take? What structures do you need to put in place? Do we need to change your current structure, to a structure of creating? Do you need to move from doing things solo which is what most people do. They do the solo thing. Do you need to get a team? The team is the key. Do you need to change your vibe in order to attract a new tribe? Do you need to invest in your mindset? Do you need to invest in personal development? People say, oh my God, it's so expensive. Well, how much is ignorance? Now remember, ignorance is ignoring the toothache. Now, if you ignore that little toothache, it will grow into an infection. And all of a sudden you're sitting in a dentist chair, you're getting root canal. It's really, really expensive. And guess what? You've injured yourself. You are now injured for the rest of your life. And you are sitting there going, I wish I became present to that little niggle. You know, in business, I say the cracks in the glass. If there is a little crack in the glass, if you leave that, what's going to happen? Glass is going to smash. Same in your business. Are you ignoring the little cracks in the glass? The biggest opportunity is the things that you're ignoring. The biggest opportunities are the things that you're avoiding. So how do you need to get that motivation, lasting motivation, and what action do you need to take? So, as always, if you need any help, please reach out. Inactivity is one of the greatest causes of failure and setbacks. It's time to get active. So this is our mini accelerator today. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, reach out if you need any help. Bye for now.